everyone, guess who's back? It's Kamish, back here with weekly game previews again. We're already sitting into week 8, guys. Unbelievable. Season's going by fast. Lots of storylines. Let's get into it. You saw the matchups. First one, Kamish and Stars taking on Steven and US1. So Kamish 5-2, Steven 2-5. Right now I'm looking at it, the Kamish, I am the highest scoring team in the league, so I am proud of that statistic, but I am concerned, obviously, with injury to Tevin Coleman. Surprisingly, these two teams' original owners have never met. This is their first meeting, and the big thing in this one, I think, it's Steven's chance to shut up the Kamish. Imagine if Steven pulls off an upset in this one, so that'll be interesting to watch if that happens. Next up, we got Mike and the CDC taking on Ryan and Goose Bombers. Mike 2-5, Ryan 4-3. Mike, right now you're 18th, which would mean you'd be out of the League of Champs. You are an original owner, but never seen you finish top 10, and obviously you're struggling again. Goose Bombers, Ryan, I gotta give you credit. You've rebounded well. You missed the draft, but you know what? You're a good owner, and I want to keep you in this league. You just got to show up at the draft and you'll have a much better team. But you have rebounded well from that. You're 4-3 in the playoff hunt. And these two teams have met before. Goose Bombers destroyed Mike by over 70 points. So should be a good one to watch there. Next up, we got Robert and Templars 5-2 versus Danny and Alright, so 2-5. Both teams with 2 straight wins. Whoever wins here will officially have a winning streak. Obviously, with Danny winning 2 in a row, he was 0-5, but it was looking grim there for him. Right now, if the season ended today, he would stay in the league. So I see he's active. He changed the logo, and I think he's starting to realize what it takes to win in this league. And then it definitely looks like Robert's well on his way to a 2nd straight East Division title. That East Division is dreadful, except for Robert. Next game, we got Mark and Luck Commander 3-4. Taking on Luke and Too Good for a Name at 4-3. Huge South Division battle here. 2 new owners this year, 2 active owners. I love it. I love the new competition. Basically, looking at it, Luke with the win last week secured a playoff spot if the season ended today. And looking at their divisional records against each other, so Luke right now is sitting 1-2 versus his own division, and Mark at 1-1. So. Huge game for both. Obviously, I think Mark getting that win last time secured his way into survival for sure. But this will be a great divisional battle to watch. Next up, we got Haha Dicks at 3-4 taking on Lucas and Green Lightning at 5-2. 2 original owners. They have met twice before. Green Lightning has beat Dicks both years, so he's 2-0 versus him. It clearly, Lucas' huge win against the Kamish last week. He's definitely looking like the most powerful team in that North Division. And for Sean and Haha Dix, unfortunately, it looks like another rebuilding year for you. Every year that you've been in this league, it's been a rebuilding year, and it looks like you're in the exact same phase. Next up, we got Kristen Storm at 3-4 versus Chris and True North at 2-5. Both teams, it's a North Division battle, so obviously they've played each other. It's a split right now in the series. They're both 1-1. For both teams, obviously I love the commitment. They put the 40 in, but both teams are clearly not having the season they both thought they would have. But both great owners to have in this league. Next up, we got Brandon and Chronic Deflator at 4-3 versus Susan Fighting Geese at 4-3. Both teams sitting outside the playoffs right now, but tied with the 8th place team at 4-3. So obviously a huge playoff battle here. Whoever loses this game, it's going to be a tough road. Both teams are obviously trying to bounce back from a loss. I look at it though, Fighting Geese is the 3rd highest scoring team in the league, whereas Deflator is the 14th highest. So right now you got to think it's a bit of an injustice for Suze to be at 4-3, but this one's going to be an outstanding one to watch. It's like a playoff game. Next up, we got Milan in the 6th, 4-3 versus Gwevin Monsters of the Midway at 5-2. Milan, 7th highest scoring team in the league this year. Gwevin, 10th. Both of you guys decided not to put the 40 in this year. I know you'll be committed next year, but obviously you both have great competitive teams when you look at that statistic. Both teams would currently be in the playoffs if the season ended. So what does that translate into? This is a huge game for both teams, and both teams still have a chance to win their division. So this one's going to be huge to see who comes out on top on that one. This week's Survivor Game of the Week, we got Ron and Steel Curtain at 1-6, taking on George and Pack Attack at 1-6. You know, the question came up, is Ron active? Who knows? Maybe the devastating loss of Big Ben, his hero there, made him quit. I don't know. I hope he's not a quitter. You know, we don't want quitters in the League of Champs, that's for sure. For George, I mean, it's a must-win for you to stay in this league, but looking at your points for, you are by far the most pitiful team in this league, and I just don't see it happening for you, but maybe you could pull out an upset here. And then in this week's Game of the Week, we got Joshua and Cry Phoenix 5-2, taking on Brian and the 12th man, sitting at 6-1. Looking at a huge West Division battle. What can we say about that West Division? It's crazy, crazy competitive. You know, I look at it, could potentially all teams in that division make the playoffs? Who knows? That'd be crazy, even crazier. Looking at it, you got to look at Brian and the 12th man. Is he yet again the main power in this league? I mean, second place the first year, champion last year, and looking like a champion again this year in the first seed. And then for Joshua, new owner, I love the commitment, love the positivity, guys finding ways to win. It's always nice to see that, but this is going to be a huge test for you this week against Brian and the 12th man. But definitely this one, looking at the standings, is worthy of the Game of the Week. Anyways, good luck this week, guys, and we'll see you next week.